The other side is a purely mental aspect of things, to where you come to the realization that everything external is an illusion. You looking at me right now, I'm an illusion. I'm a perception of myself, of course, but I mean, like, everything is a perception. Like, only the only thing that actually exists is energy. Okay, and like, to say it is one thing, to even believe it is another, but to live it and to the point to where you no longer think in the way that everyone else thinks, but you think in terms of energy. Everything is energy. And it's really, again, it's interesting that science basically agrees with this. It's like, yeah, everything's energy. I mean, right now, every experiments they're doing with quantum physics and the hadron collider, all of that is based on energy. Like, at this point, we really don't have that much physical things to really research anymore. It's all energy. It's photons, that's energy. Matter itself is basically just energy spinning spinning at such a slow rate that we can see it, because that's what color is. That's what light is. But that kind of mindset aligns your mental frequency with whatever it is you're trying to do. So if you've reached this point that you meditate, you practice energy manipulation, you live your life in a way to where you are constantly uh, giving off good energy and taking in good energy, and exploring yourself. Once you've reached, and if you're on that kind of path, you know what I'm talking about. It's where you have two sides. Again, a duality. Everything is a duality. You have who you are now. Like, for example, me, I'm a programmer. And then you have who you want to be, or who you're meant to be, and that is a master of energy. Of all the things that I want to do or that I could do with my life, I want to master energy. I want to be so in tune with energy that if I wanted to move something, all I would have to do is think about it. And not even that, because that's like the third step in. I want to be so attuned that the precognition of wanting to move something would make it move. Of course, not all chaotic, but precisely as I want. And see, there's actually something wrong with that as well. When you start doing telekinesis and stuff, you're going to try and move objects, and you're going to want to move them in the way that you want to move them. But that's not how it works. This isn't Hollywood. This isn't CGI. This is real life. This is dealing with real physics. And that's another thing that, like, I don't see anybody anywhere talking any kind of telekinesis stuff. No one talks about the physics. Okay? Because you start talking about telekinesis, you start talking about meditation, energy manipulation, and people start just, oh, okay, so you're just gonna, levitate a brick with no effort in your mind, and it's not gonna drain you or anything. And if you can't do that, then you're not a real, energy worker. You're not a real, I don't know, telekineticist, whatever. But, physics. I've obviously, if it takes me effort, like real physical effort to move an object, then it's going to take, you would imagine, probably at least half or even double the effort to do it mentally. And this has nothing to really do with the weight of the object or anything like that, although your mind will convince you otherwise. If you sit there and you try and push your energy at an object, whatever, and you're sitting there and you're trying to do it, and in the back of your mind you're thinking, man, this is going to be heavy, so I got to push a lot of energy. Well, yeah, you know, it all boils down to what we actually know about physics. The missing component is belief. and understanding that you are bioelectromagnetic. When we talk about telekinesis, we talk about understanding the nature of reality. It's a side effect. Once you really start to understand energy, and usually this comes from playing with it, gathering it, pushing it out, forming it into a side ball, pulling it that side ball apart, pushing it together again, breathing in the energy and feeling it go down and then feeling it come back up, and then pushing your energy up and over onto an object and feeling it loop back down and come back around. See, when you talk to somebody who doesn't study and practice these things, you say you move the energy, and you might as well tell that person walk on water. Something they have no idea how to do, something they wouldn't even imagine doing, something they probably wouldn't even want to try to do. It's because we don't have the fundamental steps. You have these guys, and anybody at all who I'm talking about, y'all are fucking amazing. Because it takes a lot of courage, a lot of heart. It takes a lot of heart to sit there and do what you know is right, despite every single person around you and in communication with you telling you you're wrong, telling you you're fake. Because I've been there, man. You sit there and you have a belief, and it's a belief that you yourself found and created yourself, something that you believe in. And then here comes all these people to come and point at you and tell you that you are wrong. If you're anything like me, you have a big heart. It's a vulnerability. And you allow those opinions to sway your own. And before you know it, you're doubting what you believed, and you're following blindly what those other people believe. And the real truth of all that is those people don't believe it at all. They just regurgitate and they say what other people have said. So all this coming to the topic of telekinesis. Whenever you relax, you relax your body, you release the tension that your muscles and your body itself hold. So whenever you relax, you're doing energy manipulation. When you get angry, you're doing energy manipulation. Some of you may have already heard this kind of stuff before because it's very true. The difference is most of the time you're swayed by somebody else. Social media, right? Bud Light, all this great information and stuff. What's really funny about all that? I know this is kind of like time specific, but last I checked, who a person worked for and who when a company represents or hires someone to represent somebody, it doesn't change the taste of the beer. I mean, last I checked, all this boycotting and stuff, that's just, it's all hype. Over what? Yeah, we're all tired of the trans stuff. I get it. I understand. But it just doesn't seem logical. And I get that, oh, well, we got to make a stand against a beer company. It's not really much going on there as far as helping the cause. It's just, it's strange. I got off topic. But, energy manipulation is important.